Hi everyone, welcome to the Estonian Experience with Stu and Jay. I'm Stuart.
I'm Jason.
What we're going to do basically is film an entire week's worth of podcasts, but each clip will be 4 minutes long. What do you think about this?
Now, the main thing is we're going to talk about everything and anything that happens around Estonia, relates to Estonia, and only our opinion, of course. And one of the main things we're going to talk about is what people don't really like to talk about in Estonia.
Yeah, that'll be one of the main things we talk about, the topics that nobody else wants to deal with. For example, Estonians. What do foreigners think of them? They always ask me that. So, tell me about yourself. How long have you been in Estonia and why are you here?
Well, I'm actually here the second time. The first time I came here in 2008. Then I moved back to the US. Right now it's been about 6 years since I'm back to Estonia. And I came here because of the weather, of course. You know, no, I'm just kidding. That's the only reason why most foreigners come to Estonia. So my wife is from Estonia. I was able to locate myself here for about 10 years, more or less, since I started coming on and off into the country, and I love it. Really, I have so far a great experience.
That sounds cool. I think I'm the only foreign man who did not come here for a woman, but that's the reason I stayed. But that's long since over. But I actually came here because I was interested in watching country building. I'd studied diplomacy and stuff in university, and so I've been here for 23 years.
Wow,
that's a long time. I got here. My first time here was in the late 1990s. Wow. What were your first impressions of Estonia?
Well, I knew a little bit about Estonia because I had a lot of friends in New York that were from Estonia or Russians, Estonians, and I knew a little bit about it. I somehow thought it was going to be a lot more like, USSR kind of thing. So when I came here, I was very surprised and pleasant, not only because of the people, also the structure and the architecture was actually quite different from what I was expecting. So I was expecting all rundown business, buildings and everything, but I was actually quite pleasant to have that experience. People always talk about Estonia being like a cold place and therefore people are very cold. I never encountered that. I actually had always warm people. It was quite hard to kind of get into their heart per se, the kind of like acceptance. But I'm the kind of guy who always tried to make my own environment, and I always try to make jokes around things and make them feel more comfortable around me. So I never had any complaints whatsoever.
That's cool. For example, I came to Estonia for my very first time in 1997, and I came from East Germany, and all the East Germans warned me, "Oh, don't go to Estonia; it's dangerous. You're never going to leave." Meaning that I would be killed or something. But they were right. I never left. I left and then came back. But we're about out of time for our very first clip. Here's how it's going to work. Every day we are going to share a new 4-minute clip. And on the 7th clip, what we're going to do is any kind of debate that we have, we are going to argue the opposite point of view, basically playing devil's advocate. And pretty soon we're going to start having guests and all that. So we hope you enjoy it and see you again tomorrow.
The main thing is you got to remember that we have no issues whatsoever with telling people how it is and how we feel. So make sure you tune in and check us out.
See you tomorrow.